Beach. Hey, yo, talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peep, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club.
A lot of people need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. Still say what he wants to. Still wet like a big. I should run a whole blog at this rate. They using my name for clickbait. People wanna start fake beef. Say they low weep in the mixtape. They know I'm the bomb. They ticking me off. Say anything to get a response. I know that mean they traffic is slow. Somebody just gotta practice along. So being tame, they'd rather be wild. This is ready, they wanna be down. Soon as got something to sell, they say my name, Destiny Child. Everybody wanna be lit. Everybody wanna be rich. Everybody wanna be this. They fuss you out, hate me. Bring my problems, suck my all of that talking. I'm calling it out. Calling opinions from private accounts.
Hey, what's up? I was just typing. Yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? I haven't been live for a while, so I was like, yo, it is my goal. I'm gonna keep up with this YouTube, and I'm gonna get to the top of these streets if it kills me right now. I got so many goals in place. Happy Lunar. It's a new year. Well, Chinese New Year. If y'all didn't know, found that out because I was out today. However, let me tell y'all, because we're gonna have to talk right now. I spoke to my homegirl today, right? And she was stressed out about what's going on at her. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. I don't think y'all can hear me. Hello? Y'all hear me, but my thing is not working. That's crazy. Let me know if y'all hear me and how y'all hear me, because my box is not moving right now, but I actually see my. Oh, y'all hear me? Cool. Then whatever. So anyway, so I was talking to my homegirl, and we were talking about like the workplace. Like people are bitter and upset, and I was like, yo, because you, as a friend, you know, we got to talk to each other sometimes, and we realize when people are not living in their purpose or doing whatever they feel like they need to be doing or should be doing or want to do in life, they get upset when they see you smiling and shining. That light be blinding people. So we had to have a conversation, and at the end of the day, it's like, hold up, let me make sure I'm doing what I was supposed to be doing. I did manifest myself, and after I manifested, I said I wanted a certain house, a certain place, a calmness, happiness, a great environment, and then you get all of this stuff, but it's like, hold up, because what I don't want is to get complacent, and then when you're not doing your purpose in life, because everybody's here, I believe everybody's put here to do a purpose, and if you ain't doing your purpose, you gonna get hit. And I don't want to get hit. So I'm gonna keep the peace. What All I See said. Hey, sweet daddy. He said, hey, yo. All I See said, yes, I got joy. I refuse to be mad and bitter. Exactly. We ain't bitter over here. And that's why I love my peoples on this channel, because we know what it is. We strong, beautiful, peaceful. We don't want that drama and stuff like that. So I was just like, yo, let me just talk about it naturally. And eventually we're going to do ghosts this week. Trust me, we will. But I was like, let me ask ChatGPT, because I was like, let me format it, because I don't want to miss nothing, or, whatever y'all want to say. But it says when you're walking in alignment and you're focused and you're growing, it reminds people of what they're not doing. And that is a fucking fact. Gunshots. And instead of you fixing their life, instead of them fixing their own life, they worried about your goddamn life. And I'm like, that's a bar, and that's a fact. So they not attacking you in actuality. Chick, too bad. I'm off the phone with my homegirl, but if she is around, because that's what it is. They not attacking you, baby girl. They attacking themselves because they see what they not doing. Aw, All I See, hold on. No. Hold on. I gotta get, thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Hold on. We gotta get a banner for you real quick. Now, all of a sudden, I forget how to play my, I forget how to play it. Yo, hold on. No. Why I can't add it now? Damn it. See, now I can't remember. Oh, here it is right here. Thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member, yo. So all right, we going to thank you, all I see for me. So then it was like, people who are fulfilled don't try to stop others. That is so true, because you never see people that are happy. Because me, I'm happy. I don't ever try to attack other people or like it says, what does it say? So people that are living in their purpose, and you'll know for a fact, they don't try to block other people. They don't. Because that's a low vibrational, could be demonic energy, but that's the lowest energy at all. So when people do that, I don't care what they look like they have on the surface, they're unhappy. And I remember a long time ago, I had a homegirl. I thought she was like a friend to me. Girl, she wasn't no kin to me. She talked as soon as I left the room, this chick was talking about me like I'm crazy. Hey, Tamika Den, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I haven't been live in a while. Hey, Tamika Den, if y'all new, join Tamika Den's platform. She talk about positivity on Saturdays, and she also does every review in her shows. And she will, like, if you missed it, if you don't even watch the show, she will break it down from the rooter to the tutor. Hey, girl, how you doing? Tamika Den. So anyway, God gives everybody, well, whatever y'all believe in, because it doesn't matter, whatever name y'all have. Like, I don't judge people for their spirituality. Like, whoever believes in whatever they believe in, it's fine. It's fine. As long as you don't want to hurt nobody and you believe in your positivity and stuff like that, whatever. That's all good to me. So I believe whatever you believe in, God, universe, whatever, he gives you the opportunity. He gives you ideas and opportunity. So that's your vision. That's what makes your heart beat. That's what makes you in love, like with life and stuff like that. He gives you feeling. You know, so when I wasn't sure what I wanted to do in life, you just feel normal, regular, dull, whatever. But then when you find that thing that you love, the passion, your heart just beats. You feel it. Like when you talk. Me, I know when I'm on the right path, it's because I'll start tearing. Like tears will come out, probably out of one eye or something like that. And that's what it was. Because I remember even when I was going through what I was going through, before I decided to make the biggest move of my life and actually move, I was nervous. Everything, my homegirl would tell me I had, because my homegirl, she reads cards and stuff like that. She would tell me I had a tower movement, chaos, falling all over the place. But it was because I would not move. So when you're complacent, you're not going to move in life. And I read the book Outwitting the Devil. I don't know who read that book, but that book is amazing because they say that, you know, people that are complacent, that get up and go to work, get up and go to work, get up and go to work. And they're just living life and don't know what the hell happened. Sometimes every once in a while, something crazy will happen and you'll be like, what the hell was that? And it'll just throw you off. And sometimes you got to be like, yo, am I living the life I wanted to live? Am I living my best? That's what I did. Instead of sitting there, woe is me, stuff always happens to me. I was like, hold on, am I even fucking happy? Is this the job that I wanted to be in? Is this what will make me happy? Well, a lot of money will make me happy and this and that. I just sat there and I wrote a whole list. I swear to God, I did. And then I had a tower moment where it like, so you write it out. That is true. I don't know, because everybody, I don't know if y'all saw Gabby Douglas' story and stuff like that. Anybody that's ever accomplished anything, they usually wrote it down or had a dream board. And I wrote it down before a long time ago, years ago. And I had like a letter sent to me maybe 2 years later. And everything on that list was just checked off. So I don't know why, but for whatever reason, you're supposed to write everything out. So I wrote out, and I do this, and that's what I have to do again, because I don't want God to come back and kick me in my ass because I'm so complacent now that I got everything that I wanted. Nope. Because that life don't end there. You got to keep going. Because if you stop And I don't want another ass kicking. I don't want another tower moment. I don't want another. So I got to go sit there. And the thing is, you got to figure out how to better yourself for humanity. You do, though. It's crazy, but you do. You better do something. Otherwise, like, I don't like getting my ass handed to me. So I got to write another list. But anyway, so I got out and I wrote a list and stuff like that. And I wrote the dream house that I want, X, Y, and Z. Oh, and a tower moment happened. So it could be chaotic, it could be everything. But I remember what I wanted, and it was moving me into the happiness that I wanted. And I was so complacent, trust me, getting up, going to work, getting up, going to work. And I was like, oh, I'm decent and stuff like that, but I wasn't happy because it was not my dream job. I didn't want to go to work every day like everybody else and stuff like that. And then I found out, oh my God, you could actually be happy doing what you want to do every day. Like, it's real. Sorry, I was having a moment. Watch, the tears about to flow down my eyes. But anyway, so my homegirl, she's supposed to be doing what she's supposed to be doing, and she knows that in life because she's very talented and she's gifted. And I'm like, girl. So I was like, because I could see. So sometimes you could see somebody else's vision clear for them, and when you see somebody else's vision, I think you got to give them a call and be like, yo, you're so good at this or whatever. Or in my thing, I was like, girl, you could do this YouTube thing. Like, she's so good and skilled at certain stuff. Now I was like, girl, you could do this. I was like, you know what? I know how to, I can edit. Because I remember when I first started YouTube, I freaking hated editing, but I was like, you're going to get this, you're going to learn this or whatever. And I remember wanting to cry because it was so goddamn difficult. But now YouTube has made it, I mean, not YouTube, Premiere Pro has made it so easy. Now you could like digitally do certain stuff. And I was like, okay, editing is easy for me. So instead of me just telling her, you need to do this, you need to do that, I was like, listen, do your videos. And on a Saturday morning, because God freed up my schedule where I could do certain things, I'm going to edit your videos. And that way it gives me a schedule too and a structure. And like I said, you have to do something where you're giving back to somebody else. And I'm not doing it because I don't want to be punished. I'm doing it because it came from my heart. I can see her becoming a millionaire with her gifts, like clear as day. And sometimes you can see something for somebody else that they can't see. Well, or they can see it, but maybe they need support. Because even with me, sometimes it'd be like, yo, somebody else said it to me and they'd be like, oh my God, girl, you can do this. I'm like, really? You know, it takes that sometimes. Somebody else just seeing something for you. So I was like, listen, on my Saturdays, since I don't have to get up, I don't have to hit the stock market, I don't have to, I will do this for you. And that's what I will do. And you know what? And it's funny because this is how it works. The night before, she said that she wanted to do the YouTube channel and everything else. And my spirit was feeling like to call her and tell her that, this is what I'm willing to do. After she already done prayed for it the day before. So I was like, but that's how it works. So when stuff comes in threes, that's what I was taught. And you'll see it whenever you asking for something or manifesting something or something like that. Or if you see somebody else has what you want, that's still confirmation. Like, I've never been a hater where I see somebody have what I want, but like upset with it. No, my thing is, if you could do it, I definitely could do it too. That's the way I see things. And that's what they said. It was like, when people try to stop other people or get angry and stuff like that, I'm just like, why? It's a sign. To me, it's a sign. It means you could do it too. It means that how did they do exactly what you was thinking in your mind? It means it was meant for you to see it. It was meant to say, oh no, it's fucking possible. This is me on a moment right now with y'all. But I wanted to have a positive moment. Sometimes that's why y'all see me. I can't do gossip all the time. I am gonna start doing more reviews, and I'm gonna start doing it harder and be more consistent. I got to do a calendar and everything else because I think I'm gonna try to make myself on the map with this YouTube thing. But yo, this whole positivity thing, we got to do it. Oh, all I see for me, sir, it's just your time. It's just your time to shine. Yes. Yeah. Well, everything everything happens in its own time. All right, I've been through so much shit. It ain't funny. Like, it's not funny. Like, people be like, how you sit up here smiling all the stuff you've been to. It is what it is. But let me tell you something. So say that my son want to be a millionaire. He's 12 years old, and I give him $1 million. What you think he gonna do with it? He gonna spend it on Roblox, right? That's to tell you that so sometimes you could ask for something and not get it. Don't be mad, because if I fucking gave him that $1 million, he spent it all on Roblox, and 10 years from now, he'd be like, yo, I had $1 million before and I spent it on Roblox. If you're not ready to receive it, it's just not your time. And thank God, because you'll fucking spend it on something you're not supposed to spend it on. Or you'll spend it and create another problem. Like, maybe you'll spend it and get a whole bunch of leeches because you don't know how to decipher people yet, or whatever the reason is. It just wasn't your time, and just be thankful that you ain't get it at that time, but just make yourself ready for it so that when the door opens up, you get it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I be like, yo, why I didn't get what I wanted? Because it wasn't your time. And if you did, you would have blew it. Or if you did, you would have attracted the wrong people. Or if you did, you would have freaking ate yourself into a coma because you didn't have discipline to stop and stuff like that. Like, it'd be like crazy stuff or little stuff. And you'd be like, because now, even now, and it's like, if stuff would have popped for me before, I didn't know who my enemies was around me. How about that? I would have celebrated with the wrong goddamn people. And that ain't no joke. I would have regretted that. Imagine getting everything and spending it with the wrong damn people. They would set your ass up too, by the way. All I see for me says, God will clean and clear your path. No leeches, no latches on. Exactly. So that's what I said. So sometimes, thank you for not giving it to me, or whatever your blessing was, at the wrong time. So just make peace. Like, I think, I remember one time I said a prayer and I said, please release everything that no longer serves me. I dropped a lot of weight the next morning. When you become, the more spiritual you become, the faster stuff work. Like, all of a sudden, I had this person that was supposed to be my friend. Bitch, we wasn't friends no more in one day. And I don't even remember what happened. But the only thing I knew happened was that I said, please release the people that no longer serve me. It's still a fucking miracle. And then I realized, I was like, that vibration wasn't for me, though. I ain't even gonna lie. So yeah, you do get the opportunity. It says you get the opportunity, you get the ideas, the visions, and stuff like that. So I know everybody says, let go and let God. Will come to you, but it's not going to come to you if you're not active. Like, you still got to be proactive. You be proactive, you start, but you run into different obstacles that will make your way. Like I said, it'll clear your way and everything else, and then it'll bring what it needs to. And clearing your way might look like a lot of blocks are happening, but it's not. It's just clearing the way. It's like, say you're not supposed to be like, no. So my thing was, I was never gonna let I was supposed to. I said I was burning my boats, meaning I was gonna leave my job. And then at the last moment, I was like, I'm not gonna leave your job. And it was like, well, your job no longer wants you. And I was happy, because in the moment, I was scared and I was having second thoughts, and I wasn't going to leave. But it was just, to me, it was God telling me I was ready, and thank God. And I ain't never looked back. I knew, because I knew it was a blessing, but he knew I knew at that time, because I was ready. But I was scared. What else? Oh, it says some people ignore because I just randomly type. So as I'm typing and I'm reading stuff, I'm like, because trust me when I say I've been through it, I've been through it. And I'm just talking to y'all tonight, and then we're gonna get on to power, I think tomorrow or the day after. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna schedule it in advance though. But I'm gonna start my chart channel, like back where I'm just live trading in front of everybody. So we're gonna see how that channel does. It's completely separate from this. I'm just gonna grow that organically on my own quietly. All right. So it says some people ignore their calling and resent those who don't. So that's all it is too. Like a lot of people are supposed to do something in life and we get older. Please, please, please. We all do that. And that's if y'all ever read the book Outwitting the Devil. All right, let me explain to y'all real quick. So in the book Outwitting the Devil, it was like Napoleon Hill. Now, for y'all don't know who Napoleon Hill is, he's the guy that wrote Think and Grow Rich. And if apparently the book Think and Grow Rich is where he studied under billionaires and millionaires. And he studied their habits, their focus, how they think, and everything else. And he wrote it in a book. And I think it came out in the 50s, 40s, whatever. I like reading old books like that. So that book I definitely held near and dear to me. So Napoleon Hill also wrote Outwitting the Devil. Now, he never got paid for that one book. So he was on the run. I forgot what happened, Napoleon Hill, but he was on the run and he was hiding up in hotels and all of that stuff, right? And I think, yo, this is gonna sound weird. This is gonna sound weird, but apparently, while he was on the run and he was in a hotel and he was like hungry and stuff like that, he was like the devil appeared to him. Now, I would have been like, what? But then Napoleon Hill, again, he's the guy that wrote Think and Grow Rich. Millionaires, billionaires, studied them, doing all of this research and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh my God, you would think that he wrote the book because he's selling gimmicks and stuff like that. How about this? That motherfucker wrote the book and he was so scared to publish it that he never published the book. So he took it with him to his grave because he was scared to publish it. So it's not until after he died, because he didn't want the throwback and the blowback and everything, that the book was released by his wife. So you're like, so me, I'd be like, oh, ain't that about a bitch? What the hell did he wrote? Right. And to me, that makes it a little bit more credible because it's like you ain't even want to make money off of it. So like you wrote this and it just kept it to yourself. It makes it, I'm inclined to believe that maybe you had a fucking conversation. Or what the hell were y'all doing over there? So in the book, it was saying that the devil is designed to keep you complacent. And it was like just different ways that it's designed to get you. His whole design is to get you off of your purpose in life. And it works for the most part because how many of us is not doing what we want to do in life? How many of us is doing what everybody else taught us to do? Most of us, because I was like, I get up, I go to work. I mean, I get up, I go to school. All right. So you're trained to go to school. None of us want to go to school the whole time. Right. And then after that, you're trained to do something else you don't want to do, which is go to work. And then after you start working, you're doing something you don't want to do for the rest of your life. And you're like, how the fuck did I get here? And you don't know your talents because they take you right out of school. So how do you know what you want to do in life? And if so, how do you press pause now? You can't. You in it. You in too deep. Because it's not like somebody sits there and be like, oh, we got you. Let me let you relax while, we'll take care of life. No, life is life. And so he was like the biggest trick he does in the book, Outwitting the Devil. So the guy says that the devil appears to him while he's stuck in the hotel. And the devil was like, well, you could ask me for one time only, you could ask me a couple of questions. So he starts asking, how do you appear in life? And this motherfucker says, I told you, this is a book never published, Outwitting the Devil, while he was alive. He didn't make money off of this book. Hey, Suburbia, how you doing? So he was like, And the devil was like, sat there and was like, yo, I distract you. He was like, I keep you complacent. I keep you busy. And he was like, I take the kids, meaning young. I put them in school so that they don't know true self. They conformity. He was like, well, how conformity is part of the devil? He was like, I teach them to be like everybody else and not like themselves. And then this is why he never published it, because back in the day, in the 40s, 50s, or whatever, the years, you can't challenge the education system. You can't challenge everything that was put in place. And that's what you're trained. So he didn't want that. He didn't want that. And then he was like, yo, the biggest one is church. And they was like, church? How is that? And again, it's conformity. It's fear of the devil, is what he said. This is the book. I win the devil. Don't. I'm just saying. And to me, it makes a lot of sense. He was like, they train you to fear the devil, like, so that way, you don't step out of the box. Also, what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, so the biggest thing was he was like, the easiest way to get you and manipulate you is when you drift. Now, motherfucker, I don't know about you, but I was on drift for about a good 12 years of my life. Not even 12 years, because so a drift is when you wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to sleep, right? And then on the weekends, oh, okay, I have a day off. Let me hang out with my friends. Let me go out to this bar. Let me go out and chill. Ooh, on the weekends, we show our asses, right? And then wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep. Your schedule is full, but you're doing the same thing day out and day in. You would think that that's what life really is about, right? You have just drifted. Now, drifting is when you fall asleep at the wheel, and it's easy because have you ever got in your car? Like I've done this. When you're on the route to go to work, have you ever went to work, like started driving towards work, and it's not even your day, and you're like, yo, why am I driving here? That's drifting. Is when you are out to lunch. Your body is on autopilot. Every day at 8:00, I get here. I do this. I do this. I do that. Whatever. Consistently. That's called drifting. You're asleep at the wheel. You're not living your life anymore. You're just doing anything you're supposed to do or feel. So that's drifting. So then they was like, well, how do you get out of? So he was like, well, damn. That means that you're just living life as a computer, as a simulator. You're not here. You're not in the moment. You're just going. Because that's true. Like when you start driving and you just go to work, whatever, without thinking, autopilot, auto drive. So he was like, well, what you do is, he was like, well, how do you fight drifting? He was like, usually a catastrophe happens or something crazy happens out of your day and throws you off your rocker. And I'm like, so that could be, I guess, your tower moment or whatever. Like it could be something crazy that happens in your life and it just wakes you up. You're not at the wheel anymore. It could be like a death in the family or whatever caused you to reevaluate your life. He was like, that kind of upsets the drifting because it causes you to get out of the moment and be like, yo. And with me, whatever I was going through at the time, it was like, yo, am I happy in life? Is this what I was meant to be in life? And I was like, hold up, I'm not fucking happy. That knocked me out of my drift. And that's one reason that's one way you get out of your drift. What else? There's a lot of other stuff. So he was like, and I get the children because the mother and the father is so busy being complacent and drifting that I'm able to operate on the children. Funny thing is, y'all ever saw a flea jump? A flea could jump so high, right? But you take a flea, you put a can over the flea, right? And the flea can't jump but so high, right? If you leave it there, I forgot for how many days, it could be like 2 days or whatever, it starts jumping lower and lower and lower, right? And you remove the can and the flea starts jumping lower and lower and lower. it never jumps to its potential again. Why? Because it doesn't believe it can. So then when it has children, the children jump lower than that. And that's the cycle that they try to do for you and your kids. It's you know, when you say you can't do this, you can't do that. Why would you do this? And I don't want to hate to bring Jay-Z up, but he did. He said it, his uncle said that he'll never sell 1 million records, or he never sell out the garden. And he said it wasn't that his uncle said it. It wasn't that his uncle was trying to protect him because he didn't believe that he could. And then he was he didn't believe that he could, because it was like, what the fuck? A garden? Why would I sell out the garden? But he was like, he sold out the garden like 50 million times. That's exaggeration. Yes, I know. But if they can't see it on them, they can't see it on you. So that's like, watch what you tell your children. Sometimes we have limited beliefs, and it doesn't mean that it's fucking true. And it's not. So that's why usually when you write out your board, you align yourself with people that already have what you want, and you normalize it, because we get in our own head a lot. And that's what I had set out to do. Jonathan Langbay, how you doing? He said, hi everyone, it's me. Thank you for the live stream. Oh, thank you for coming through. He said the Olympics game will be closing for the ceremony on Sunday, February 22nd. Okay, I will definitely check that out. I will check it out. Yo, that skating thing got me upset, but we're not gonna go there because I gotta get that girl's name. All I see says you're giving a masterclass tonight. Well, that's just like right now is on me. And y'all, I've been through more than a little bit. And at the end of the day, I got everything I fucking said I wanted. So far, I just got to do another dream board before I get my ass handed to me. Yo, sometimes you be like, you waiting for the shoe to drop. I went through more than a little bit of hell. Okay, so what the hell? I was talking about. So pretty much watch drifting, watch being complacent. Know what you want. Just write it out. I don't give a fuck if you don't think it's possible. Write it out, see it, align yourself with people, and eventually it'll change and you'll believe it's possible. So whatever your heart is guiding you to do, it's in you. You were created, I don't know what y'all believe in, but I'm going to be honest. If you are truly God's child, right? And he made you in the image of a creator, you're a creator too. So you're supposed to create your own life. I'm just saying. So whatever is in you that you feel like you want to do, that was given to you. Do it. It's in here. Like, figure out how you don't. So my thing is, I never say I can't do something. I say, how can I? And truth be told, the millionaires of the world, because, I ended up hanging out with a whole bunch of millionaires and stuff like that. And the millionaires of the world, they don't say poor me. Yo, if you ever find yourself saying poor me, cut that shit out and stop and say, how can I? And align yourself, because you can. Girl, it ain't nothing. Guy, it is nothing. Sir, it is nothing. How can I? What do I need to do? Get some rich friends. Okay, rich friend. And I'm telling you, it'll work just like that. So I remember I was sitting there and being like, a long time ago, oh, I'm unlucky. I don't meet the right people and stuff like that. Didn't never ask for nothing. How about that? When you ask for stuff will align, and the right people will sit next to you just for the right time. And you'll be like, oh my God, I met such and such for no reason at all. And it might not even be to be in your world or to help you out. It may be just to inspire you to start. Like, I had a homegirl that she was supposed to do something. And then I guess she was in a restaurant one day and met these couple. And I guess they were doing marijuana brownies or whatever they were doing. She was baking cookies or whatever. I don't know. But just to anticipate speaking to this girl who was the top of her company, went home and got her own page together. Now she is sitting there. She's a great pitcher. She can pitch the hell out of a business and a business opportunity. She has won so many grants. Now she has her own store being given to her this next week or something like that. And her line is amazing. And that was just off of her meeting somebody inspiring, and she never reached out to the person. She got all her ducks in a row because she was like, well, I can't give him the website and it looks like this. Well, I can't do this and it looks like this. And she never even spoke to the person again, but she got her shit together. Oh, Tamika Den says yes. Always trying to figure out how can I exactly, and then the answer comes to you. It won't even if it don't come to you that day, it'll come to you probably the next day, but it definitely will come to you. That's how it works, though. That's how you know there's something bigger than this, bigger than us here, and it's a blessing. So when that happens, just say thank you. Oh my God, I've been running my mouth for 35 minutes. So anyway, I guess I'm about to close, but thank y'all guys for hanging out with me and rocking with me. I had fun. I don't know. Y'all have anything to say? Because I know I was jumping all around. I still didn't finish that book. Well, I finished the book personally, Outwitting the Devil, which was amazing. School is conformity. Church teaches fear. Drifting is you pretending like you everybody else. So that's it. You know how they in uniform in school, they want you to wear the same uniform. They want you to act this way. They want you to. Nah, we all got our different gifts. We do different things differently. Like my homegirl does one thing, I do another thing. My other person does this, I do another thing. Like we all don't have the same gifts, and that's fine. But do your gift. And once you hone in on your gifts, like, do you give a fuck about what everybody else is doing? No. And I never laugh at other people. I don't think it's a goddamn thing funny. Like when somebody's doing bad, that shit hurts me, to be honest. It is what it is. Like, that's why I don't be understanding. And that's why I said when people do that and they rag on other people, I think it's because they're hurting. They have to be. You can't be happy ragging on other people. You can't. I don't see it. Crazy. Hey, Tamika Den, thank you. Thank you for chilling out. And thank you, All I See. I needed y'all as much as we needed this. Trust me. I'm venting. I'm all right here. A tear's about to come out my eye. I don't know if y'all zoom in, but my eye is getting teary. That's how I know I gave the message I was supposed to give or say what I needed to say. I just needed to fucking say it. Love you guys. And y'all take care.